And the big problem we've been having is with this base still. And the side of it here had been warped. It has been pulled out of the side, so we tried to pull it in with braces and it still wouldn't work. So then we had it recut, and then it was cut too short, so now this is a third time with just one board to put it on here on the base. So the rest of the braces are in, but we're going to put an extra brace here and here for this to pull it in case it decides to warp again. So that's what we're working on right now. We got the bottom of it done. It's still a little messed up. I'm hoping we can get some filler into a couple of these cracks here. But it's a solid, I mean, it feels really solid when you're walking on it here. And the corner here is a little out as well, so I'm hoping we can fill it up. Alright, so here is our wood for the corner post of the TARDIS. It's quite a lot of wood. It's more wood than I thought we were going to need, but yeah, so all this is just for the corner post. And these were a really big pain to try to figure out exactly what size we need here. So we're going to cut off about right here and hope for the best, and hopefully it actually turns out to be the size we need for the corner post. So our first corner post is done. So now it actually looks like we're building something finally. It's actually standing on its own there, so that's pretty amazing. There's nothing bolted into it. So here it is, the corner post. We still had to put the what's it called?
Quarter round.
And the quarter round in the corners here, which we do have. We just haven't gotten around to doing it. I think we're just going to try to glue it in once we actually put it in there. Alright, so we're still working on the corner post. We should get them done today. But a clamp is your best friend here working on this, because this is a shorter side of the corner post, as you can see. It's not as wide as the other one. So what we're doing is we're clamping this side and lining it up here, and then we're going to clamp this side just like that, where it's all nice and lined up. We got our marks there to where it's going to get cut, so that little section there is going to get cut off. And once it's lined up like this, all we have to do is flip it over, and you see the wood here is bowed out because it's not that great of wood, but we're going to push that in and we're going to screw it all together from this side, and we're going to repeat that 2 more times with the rest of these.
Yeah.
The ones we finished already, the bigger sides are right here. So we got the one completely done over here, and the other 2, we're just doing them one by one here. As you can see, they're all nailed together already. We actually screwed them together. So we screwed them from the back, so you're not really going to see them hopefully once it actually goes together. Now when the smaller piece gets done, we're going to connect it to the bigger piece, and we have to do it 3 more times for the other 3 posts. So here's the 4 walls. There's holding them up. The base isn't, or the 4 corners, but that's not the actual base, as you can see. It's just something we were using to put them on. So yeah, it's actually, looking at it, it's really bigger than what you think it's going to be. And plus it has to have a roof. 4 corners are done except for the corner pieces, which it's getting kind of late, so we're going to have to come back out and glue those back in later. Okay. Because of camera problems, I didn't really get to show much of how we put this together, so I'm going to go a little bit more detail now. Okay, what these corner posts are is you have a longer side on this side. What's the length of that? Do you know?
1x6.
So this is a 1x6, and over here is
1x4.
A 1x4. So how we put these together is basically we put a, what is this?
1x4 and a 1x3.
It's a 1x4 and 1x3. And the 1x3 we screwed in from this direction, this angle, as you can see, so there would be no screw holes on this side. And then when we put these together, we put the larger side together as well.
This is 1x6 and 1x4.
And what we did with this is we screwed it, the bigger side, into the smaller side by going straight into it from the corner post. And what's going to happen is a quarter round is going to go into these side posts here, these corner posts. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We've had the wood for about 3 months, and we've been unable to put anything in here because of the rain, constant rain every day. And it's actually supposed to rain today, so we're going to try to get it done before the rain starts again. So here we go.
This is 3/4 inch quarter round that we're using here. And we got lengths of, geez, I don't even know how long these are. 10 foot, I guess, maybe? Just because, I mean, we're going to have a lot to cut off, but. And we had 2 different kinds because the first batch that we got at Lowe's. These ones we got at Home Depot, and they're a little bit different. They seem like they're maybe a little thicker. So we're going to put the ones that we got at Home Depot in the center so that all 4 of them are going to be the same. And then the other ones we're going to put here and here, or here and here, so that, you know, everything matches up. And basically they just sit in the join between the 2 boards, so that's going to hide our screws.
And we're going to use liquid nails in order to glue them in there. Heavy duty liquid nails at that.
Yes.
Construction adhesive.
Right. And as you can see, where we screwed in, this is going to cover that completely up. So that's why we weren't worried about screwing those boards together there, because this is going to hide it completely. So you're not going to see any screws on the outside. Liquid nails.
Liquid nails, heavy duty. So we're cutting the first of the quarter round here.
Ready?
Alright.
Bird's ready. There you go. There you go.
We got a clamp on that side, and we actually put a few pieces of masking tape on the center to kind of hold it in, and a clamp over here too to hold it on. Okay, now we go on to the next one. Okay, well, we got 2 done, working on a 3rd one.
That's good right there.
Okay, yeah, it's got a little tiny bit out, so.
Apparently we have to recut this one. What is it? Coming through the fence? What? What is it? Somebody wants to come down and see what we're doing. What is it? What? Alright, so as of now, we have all 4 corners done. And we still have to do the sides here too. There's 2 on each one. But we're going to let it sit for just a little while before we glue the other ones. I believe it's supposed to set for like 10 minutes or something. 10 or 20 minutes. So we'll have to wait until that gets done so we can get the rest of them.
This ain't working at all. We gotta take that out of there. Or do it like that maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's just sliding.
There you go.
Okay, so everything's clamped. That one's clamped. We got a clamp here, clamp there, clamp down here, clamp here, clamp everywhere.
You'll learn real quickly that none of these are straight.
Yeah, everything's bowed, so
It either bows in the middle or the ends go out either direction.
we've got to clamp it. We just got some new clamps. 'Cause I don't think we had enough.
Where's the?
That's old clamp.
Where's the?
I use new clamp. Rag?
Yeah.
Here's the first wall. We just went to Lowe's and got. We're gonna go measure this one now.
Right there.
Did you measure it?
I did measure it.
Let's see. Alright, putting the last piece in here. The corners.
Yeah.
And you can see, how it sticks out like this. That's what we need clamps for. See all the clamps on the other ones here, and the tape holding them together.
I thought it was the drain, but
So the corner pieces for now are done. They're drying. One thing about this TARDIS is it's very repetitive. I mean,
very expensive.
and very expensive. It's like you do the same thing, 14 times for every piece of wood on here. So and once you get it down right, knowing what you're doing, then the rest of it goes by pretty quick because you're doing the same thing over and over.
It's just getting it the first time. That's the issue.
And there's our wall. We're gonna have our first wall.